50 cat facts you probably didn't know. Do you like learning arbitrary realities you can use to dazzle your companions for no great explanation? Then, at that point, you've come to the perfect locations. We've gathered a rundown of irregular and fascinating feline realities any feline darling would need to be aware. 1. At the point when felines climb a tree, they can't return down it head first. This is on the grounds that their hooks are confronting the same way. All things considered, they need to return down in reverse. 2. A gathering of felines is known as a clouder. 3. As per a Hebrew legend, God made felines after Noah petitioned God for help in safeguarding the food stores on the ark from being eaten by rodents. Consequently, God made a lion sniffle and out came a couple of felines. 4. Your feline not just rubs their head against you as an indication of friendship, yet they are likewise making you as their region. They utilize the aroma organs they have around their face, the foundation of their tails, and their paws to do as such. 5. Felines are more well known in the United States than canines are. There are around 88 million pet felines versus 75 million pet canines. 6. Felines can't taste pleasantness. Researchers trust because of a hereditary change influences key taste receptors. 7. In Japan, felines are remembered to have the ability to transform into super spirits when they pass on. This might come from the Buddhist accept that felines are impermanent resting places for strong and exceptionally otherworldly individuals. 8. Europe brought felines into the Americas as a type of irritation control during the 1750s. 9. There ultimately depend on 70 million wild felines in the United States alone. A valid justification to fix your pets. 10. In Holland's consulate in Moscow, Russia, the staff saw that the two Siamese felines continued howling and mauling at the walls of the structure. Their proprietors at long last explored, figuring they would track down mice. All things considered, they found receivers concealed by Russian government agents. The felines heard the mouthpieces when they turned on. Rather than alarming the Russians that they found said amplifiers, they basically arranged discussions about postpones in work orders and out of nowhere issues were fixed much faster. 11. At the point when Ben Rea, a fruitful British antique seller and known loner kicked the bucket in 1988, he left his $12.5 million fortune, $26.7 million by the present principals, to his feline, Blackie. Making Blackie the richest feline on the planet. Blackie actually holds the Guinness World Record for wealthiest cat. The cash was in the end separated similarly to 3 feline foundations who were entrusted with dealing with Blackie until he died. 12. Some evidence proposes that tamed felines have been around beginning around 3600 BCE, north of 2000 years before the ancient Egyptians. 13. Felines just yowl as a method for speaking with people. 14. Felines can perceive your voice. So indeed, they are simply overlooking you. 15. The most seasoned feline video traces all the way back to 1894 and is called Boxing Cats. 16. At the point when a family feline kicked the bucket in Old Egypt, relatives would shave off their eyebrows as an indication of grieving. 17. Felines and people have almost indistinguishable areas of the cerebrum that control feelings. 18. Felines can move the two ears independently and around 180 degrees around. 19. While felines are viewed as having a lower social IQ than canines, they can solve considerably more troublesome mental issues. At the point when they feel like it obviously. 20. It against the law to kill felines in ancient Egypt. Besides the fact that felines seem similar to a symbol for Bast, the goddess of protection, yet they were additionally exceptionally successful in keeping rodents under control. It was viewed as a common disadministration to kill them and frequently brought about capital punishment. 21. Abraham Lincoln kept 3 felines in the White House. After the nationwide conflict was finished, Lincoln found 3 little cats whose mother had passed on and took them in as his own. 22. Felines, as well as other creatures' noses, have their own interesting print, similar as a people unique finger impression. 23. At the point when felines don't cover their crap, it is viewed as an indication of hostility, meaning they don't fear you. 24. Felines utilize their bristles to decide whether they can fit through a little space. The greater the feline, the more drawn out the hairs will probably be. 25. The Egyptian Mau is one of, on the off chance that not the most established trained feline variety. 26. Being one of the quickest breeds is additionally known. 27 Mao is Egyptian for cat. 28 While felines present to you a dead bird or a mouse, it's anything but an indication of love, yet rather to tell you suck at hunting. Perhaps it's an indication of fondness, ensuring you don't starve yet. 29 Just 86% of US felines are fixed or fixed. 30 Around just 24% of felines who enter a safe house wind up getting embraced. Fix and fix your pets. 31 In only 10 years one female feline could create around 49,000 little cats. One more motivation to fix and fix your pets and assist with supporting trap-neuter release programs. 32 Felines spend almost 1/3 of their lives cleaning themselves. 33 They likewise spend almost 1/3 of their lives dozing. 34 Blacks Felines are much of the time seen as misfortune in North American, though, in the UK and Australia, they are viewed as amazing good fortune. 35 A cat's spine is so adaptable in light of the fact that it's comprised of 53 freely fitting vertebrae. People just have 34. 36 A cat's jaw can't move sideways.
Already 2 kills.
37 At the point when felines walk, their back paws step precisely in similar spot as the front paws did ahead of time. This downplays commotion and cut-off points noticeable tracks. 38 At any point can't help thinking about why catnip calms cats into a daze. The spice contains a few synthetic mixtures, including one called nipetolactone,
The third
which a
is
feline
ready.
distinguishes with receptors in its nose and mouth. 39 The greater part of the world's cats don't answer catnip. Researchers actually don't know very why a few kitties go off the deep end for the sweet-smelling spice and others don't. However, they have sorted out that catnip responsiveness is innate. Assuming that a little cat has one catnip delicate parent, there's a 1 in 2 possibility that it will likewise grow up to hunger for the plant. What's more, assuming that the two guardians respond to nip, the chances increment to no less than 3 out of 4. 40 The most seasoned feline at any point lived for quite a long time. Cream Puff of Austin, Texas was brought into the world in August of 1967 and died in August of 2005. He actually holds the Guinness World Record for most seasoned feline of all time. 41 The melodic cats depends on an assortment of T.S. Eliot sonnets called Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats. 42 A train station in southeastern Japan is managed by a lovable station master, a 6-year-old calico feline named Nidama. 43 Polydactyl felines allude to felines with 6 toes on their front paws. 44 Roughly 200 wild felines meander the grounds of Disneyland, where they assist with controlling the carnival's rat populace. They're completely fixed or fixed, and staff members furnish them with clinical consideration and additional food. 45 The Hungarian word for quotes, max cacarum, in a real sense means feline paws. 46 Felines can drink seawater. Their kidneys can sift salt through of water, something people can't do. 47 In spite of public conviction, grown-up felines ought not be given milk, as most are lactose prejudiced. After a cat is weaned, the lactase compound, which is utilized to separate lactose, begins to vanish. Giving your feline milk can cause an agitated stomach and other belly inconveniences. 48 Felines have both present moment and long-haul memory. This implies that they can recollect, present moment, as long as 16 hours prior. 49 However, they will generally be more specific contrasted with canines, meaning they just recall what is advantageous to them. 50 Researchers recommend that a feline's murmur is a technique for self-mending. 51 Felines can make in excess of 100 unique sounds. 52 There are 473 taste buds on a feline's tongue.